How's it going, everyone? Hope you're doing good today or tonight, wherever you are. Welcome back to another episode of B Gaming. Today we're playing Madden again. We'll be finishing off the season with this stream. With that being said, as always, like and subscribe to the channel would be much appreciated. I appreciate all the subscribers, all the subscribers, all the views I'm getting. Yeah. Also hit the bell icon to get notified whenever I'm doing new videos. Always trying to do new videos as much as I can for you guys. Also check out the main channel with me and Fallsy420. There's lots of videos for you guys to check out on that channel as well. And if you don't know that channel is called Stoned. It's the only channel I am subscribed to, so you should be able to find it if you can't find it. And like I said, as always, like and subscribe to B Gaming. So yeah, we're gonna be finishing this off today. And yeah. So let's see how we got here. Where we are. The schedule. So we're 10-3 right now. Beat the Cowboys first game to be 1-0. Beat the Browns second game, beat 2-0. Lost to the Falcons, got pummeled in that game. Beat 2-1. Then we went on a bit of a streak, beating the Bengals, the Rams, and the Cowboys to end up at 5-1. Then we lost to the Bears. That was a close game. Didn't really make the best decisions in that game, but yeah, we lost. So I ended up 5-2 into the bye week. Coming out of the bye week, we were on fire, beating the Ravens, the Steelers, the Giants, the Redskins, the 49ers to be 10-2. Then in the last game before before the stream ended last time, we ended up losing. We played the Redskins in the first game of the stream, but they got revenge on us in the last game. So, we are 10-3 now. We have 3 games left. We are off. This game here at the bottom might be super because we are battling Seattle for the top seed in the conference. I'll show you. So in the NFC, yeah, me and the Seahawks were competing for top seed, at least at the moment. I don't know how it's going in the AFC, but we'll see. The Colts and the Chargers are the top 2 teams in the AFC. Who did I play in the Super Bowl? I don't even remember. I played I don't know who I played. But yeah, alright, so everything's done besides weekly training. Sweet. Just to boost you to 80, and then we'll get you next time with the zone. Alright, so let's get started.
I'm the coach. You're locked into the NFL on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got what should be a good one between the New York Giants and the Philadelphia Eagles. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, the city of Philadelphia is one of rich history and passion, and you can always count on the ladder when you step inside Lincoln Financial Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Philadelphia Eagles. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And Charles, you look at this Eagles team as they interplay here. They come into this one off a bit of a clunker last time out, a loss that ended their 5-game winning streak. On the other side of the field for the visiting Giants, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And they'll be led out by their quarterback, the former Louisville Cardinal, Teddy Bridgewater.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
First down, Bridgewater. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A bad start there, a big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Bridgewater. It's complete to Golden Tate. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one good for 26 and a first down. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And the offensive starters for the New York Giants.
And the play of this offensive line is going to be so important in this game because we saw the sack a minute or so ago. They've got to be able to give their guy time to throw. That means communication and being physical is vital. Otherwise, this could be a long game.
On 2nd and 9, Bridgewater. Short throw taken in by the tight end O'Leary. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. And the defense now for the Eagles.
Malcolm Jenkins entered the NFL as a cornerback and has transitioned to safety, but still retains his good coverage skills.
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. From the gun, Bridgewater. And Tate's got it. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 40. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive. And they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them. And now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone. Because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Hey, we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges.
Bridgewater on 1st down. The pass complete to Ryan Graham. And down inside the 15 he goes.
Damn.
He'll get 15 and a Giants 1st down.
Okay, I'm not so great at math, but I just looked over at our statistician, Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, what do you do defensively to adjust?
Well, this is where you got to make a decision as a defensive coordinator. Do you really get after the quarterback, or maybe you tighten down on the receivers, bump them off of their routes, chip away at their timing, so things aren't as precise as they've been so far in this game.
And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Now this now, play number 9 on the opening drive, but it's 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end.
Good job.
Brought down well short of the 1st at about the 9-yard line.
Bended but didn't break.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
So on 4th down, on comes the Giants kicker, Aldrick Rosas. Right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Rosas puts this one through. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. Leading the charge under center will be their 6'5" quarterback, Carson Wentz.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Shotgun now for Wentz. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
Now Wentz. And complete to Zach Ertz. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 37.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the end routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
Now here's a pass on first down. It's knocked away and incomplete. Jabril Peppers, a former first-round pick, there on the coverage. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Running with Howard. And he's going to get this pretty close to the first down marker at the Giants' 29. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
They'll try to run for it with Howard. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Whatever.
By Kendall Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
That's what happened fucking last game.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. Finds his tight end Ingram. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. It's Barkley on the counter. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
He's got his man. This is Tate. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
I just can't get off the field on 3rd down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You know, you get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
First down, Giants on a pickup of 14. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They run the counter. Barkley. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
A first down carry for Barkley won't lead to much as he'll take this forward for maybe a yard. It's 2nd down. Tackled that time by Sidney Jones.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. The Giants on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. To throw, Bridgewater. It's complete.
Fuck!
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 60
You're
catches
wide
now
open.
on the year. This last one, a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The Giants on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, part of that's an offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Carson Wentz and the Eagles getting set to take over. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It's caught by Aguilar. 17 yards and a first down for Philly.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, he really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did. head coach relied on his eagle eye in the sky to make the right call and was told to challenge it, and it looks like it's paid off.
And from a coach's standpoint, when you throw that flag, it's probably a pretty tense moment. Here it pays off.
Yeah, you have that little...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Alec Ogletree. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
We got this.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. The toss out to Barkley. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Bridgewater. Open man right side is Ingram.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. And the kick by Rosas is good. And that will make our score 9-0. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice it?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. From the corner, it was Kendall Fuller with a sack. Now Wentz signaling frantically, let's get to the line. Another try after the first down sack. Wentz, the connection here with Nelson Aguilar. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd. Wentz now to throw. And that is incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. From the gun, it's Wentz. And that'll wind.
Come on, Elshon. Catch it.
Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. Back to the air on 2nd down. Wentz. It's caught by Jackson. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 10 yards there and an Eagle 1st down. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Wentz now on first down. Deep ball for Jeffrey. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. But it'll be second down. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Watch that in. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Alert!
Again, they'll throw with Wentz. Completes it to Aguilar. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 22-yard line. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they are on the board. It's now 9-3.
Need to wake up here.
So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked out since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish
I've
things
literally
off.
shot myself in the foot this game.
So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can
Luckily, my defense has held up, or I'd be in trouble right now.
That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right?
I mean, I'm still in trouble.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish.
Especially
As it's time
because
to
I've
get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a
caused these own
Week
problems
15.
myself.
We'll get started out in Texas, NRG Stadium in Houston. And it's the Titans out in front in that one. Marcus Mariota, a touchdown pass. From there, it's off to North Carolina to check on the Panthers at home in Charlotte. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Packers. The Panthers trying to hold on and claim victory. Lastly, let's get up to Buffalo to check on the Bills. And they trail the visiting Denver Broncos in that one. Emmanuel Sanders, a touchdown reception. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Good work, boy. Let's go. Let's go.
Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still put themselves in a position. This drive, where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. They'll begin the drive with Howard. They'll be upended at the 20. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to be operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on third down. Working from the gun, Wentz. Aguilar has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot. And they connected there and picked up the touchdown.
Ragland who got him down.
Goodness.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Again, it's Howard.
Holy.
He is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards. Brings up 3rd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Here's Wentz to throw.
Oh, my God.
Incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're able to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face.
Oh, whatever.
Like it indeed. Here come the flags.
Whatever. Fucking game.
So that flag
bullshit.
Cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Looking for intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And he'll score. Touchdown.
Yeah, that's how you answered back. Just got the penalty.
Remember, this is the number
Pick
1
six.
defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but
Boom.
the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Now the extra point. And that one puts them on top here in the 3rd. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And New York set to take the field. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Back to it after the pick 6. Bridgewater. He completes it to Tate. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 31-yard line.
You switched the play on me anyway.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And they get him back, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a giant 1st down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Here's Bridgewater. It's brought in left side by Tate. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Good pickup there, 26 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10. Down at the 33. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Bridgewater will get this out to Barkley, complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident and keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Come on.
And again, it's Bridgewater. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants are going to jump back in front.
And that touchdown ends a streak, for lack of a better word, of 3 field goals that they put on the board previously. They finally cracked the code.
Yeah, they've been down there. They've been in enemy territory, as you said. They just haven't been able to punch it in. And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Kendall Fuller, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Well,
this is a bunch of bullshit.
Thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Play action now. Bridgewater. On the crossing route.
Yeah, wide open.
That's Tate.
Catch it, no problem.
All the way down inside the 20. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
I don't even care anymore.
A perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and 11 now. Bridgewater, and he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Malik Jackson, the 6'5" D tackle with a sack. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Giants with the football and also the lead as we get set to start quarter number 4. Now Bridgewater. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
Rosas' kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 8. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Eagles offense making their way back out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC. And right now, a lot to like on that screen. They've wrapped up the division, now currently sitting in the coveted number 2 spot. Of course, you'd love number 1, but if you can't have one, number 2 is pretty good.
I agree with you totally, and here's the other part, too. The really good teams, the really confident teams, they're not as worried about being number 1.
Flag on me, guarantee it.
Because they feel like they can go on the road and win against number 1 if they absolutely have to. The big thing, though, is clinching one of those early buys and able to sit and get a little rest as the playoffs begin.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Tight end left. 3 down, 3 down. Hey, check. 3 down.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And that's complete to Jeffrey. 1 yard is the gain there. It'll bring up 2nd down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd down at the 20-yard line.
Tight end right. Everyone, we got 4 down.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Wentz is complete. Left side to Aguilar. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Boston Scott, his first carry. And he brings this up to the 46, good enough for the 1st. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that 1st.
3. Eyes on 10. I'm coming.
Throwing on 1st is Wentz. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. To throw, it's Wentz. He'll hit Jackson complete. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Hey, 4 down.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected.
Oh my gosh.
2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. To throw on 2nd and 10. Wentz. And he finds Howard complete.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve.
Just because
just as critical to the passing attack.
I know Jordan Howard's tired.
Because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They run with Howard. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. It's an Eagles 1st down on a gain of 11.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Now Wentz.
Oh, whatever.
Top by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature.
It's literally right there.
Is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Barkley unable to get away on the first down run as he'll be stopped for a loss of a couple. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more, plus the 2-minute warning.
I've never been so bad in my own zone, or like in the red zone. Like this is a terrible game for me.
Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter.
I need this play.
On third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is going to be 3rd and 13. From the gun, Bridgewater finds his tight end Ingram. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Last stop. Last stop.
I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here.
Their defense has been spectacular.
And you count on your
I haven't fucking seen anything like this. Throw 4 interceptions. Unbelievable.
First and 10. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Kareem Martin. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack on first down, Wentz. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up
They
with something.
deserve every right to be fucking criticized.
Wentz going to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. The Eagles indeed snap it. Wentz nowhere to go here. He lost the football. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. And it's right about this time of year you start to say this is when the cream rises to the top. Week 15, 3 weeks left to go, but still plenty to be determined.
And I think for most teams, the obvious is to try and be...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Rashawn Melvin. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week.
No, shut up.
And they always say the most important part
Fucking
of the play
game's
is
fucking
those 6
bullshit.
inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And the Giants will kneel it here out of the victory formation. Down to a knee goes Bridgewater, and that ought to do it.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football.
I don't even want to think about that game anymore. That was a joke. Seriously. Throw 5 fucking picks. I don't even care. You don't want a fucking sign? Yeah, my face. Well, we dropped another game. That's back to back. Division rival. Loss. Crazy, though, if you go back to apparently in the 90s, I guess, the Cardinals were used to be in the division. Oh, Sidney Jones got Defensive Player of the Week, even though, well, my defense did play pretty good. At the end, it was pretty much over, so. I've already scouted. Okay. I've pretty much scouted every position, I'm pretty sure. Oh. Ooh, not bad. This guy's enormous. So what's the next dude? Oh, fucking right. I'll take that guy. Right there. That dude's huge. Right. That was a terrible game. Hey, look at that. Seattle in the lead now. Probably. Yeah. Have to win this game. And the next one. No matter what. If I want the #1 seed. I think. I don't know even if I beat him. Okay, we need a better performance. I'm getting too pass happy. I think that's what's happening.
Hello, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Up next, we've got a good one on tap between the visiting Arizona Cardinals and the Philadelphia Eagles. With that, let's get up to the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. We're standing by for the call. Are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field.
And bounce back.
PA.
Come on.
The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other.
Play better this week.
Both teams made their way out of the
all of us.
These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle.
I don't really care about that. Come on, yes, let's go. Let's play better.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And Charles, you look at this Eagles team as they interplay here. They've been playing well, really well. Winners of
play a good game. Last game wasn't good.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Cardinals here, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it.
Maybe someday.
What I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase.
Right now,
good
I'm just
offense,
playing franchise
good
mode.
Defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if we can get that second win in a row.
I don't really like playing head for head. Well, I do, but a lot of people are cheap and like they go for it on 4th down all the time, and that just drives me nuts. Like, I don't know. I know people that all the time go for it on 4th down, and it's just like, man.
The holiday season is
just punt the ball.
Gift to the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. They will be led out by the Heisman Trophy winner from 2018, drafted #1.
But yeah, I'm just playing franchise mode at the moment.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last
Yeah,
week.
back-to-back losses.
He really was. That's a
I got to
great way
bounce
put
back.
it because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
I've been playing pretty bad.
The first carry now. This is Johnson.
I threw 5 interceptions last game, so I've never done that.
On the game's first play, and it's 2nd down now. Here's the offensive unit. Max's parents liked him so much they put an extra X on the end.
And they could do that because they saw something before the rest of us. They saw the potential of Max Williams, and it's coming to realization now in the NFL. A really good tight end with a little bit of speed.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Murray.
Wide open.
Complete to Christian Kirk. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down.
Well, yeah, probably. But, like, if it's 4th and, 8 or something like that, 4th and 1, I can understand that, especially if you're down and you have momentum. But, like, yeah, if you're sustaining a drive that has momentum, I would definitely say go for it. But, a lot of people do it all the time, and I don't know.
Murray now on 1st down.
Like, it doesn't have to be 4th and 1. It'll be 4th and whatever, and they'll just go for it. It could be 4th and freaking 17, and they'll still go for it.
Jumped, and that can turn to either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
There we go. That's a good play.
That one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the 1st half.
Yeah, you know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage,
that was a good block.
Nothing but room to run.
And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a Third down.
Third down.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. Throwing is Murray on third down. And able to find Kirk complete.
Every time, man. Every damn time.
Down to the Eagles 33. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately.
It's been a common trend in the past few games. I don't know. It's crazy.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Here's Murray. David Johnson here on the catch. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
All right. Maybe I'll start being... We'll see. Let's see if I can make a difference.
Good enough for the first down.
Being this guy.
Going to lead his guys up first and 10, and he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. On first down,
just missed him.
The pickup goes
ran right by me.
Sets him up first and goal.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
How are you gonna get? Oh man, they got Hunt, eh?
It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him, and if that continues, it'll be a long
maybe they
afternoon
signed
for
him or
those guys trying to play
something.
some defense.
Come on, dudes. We need to play it here. Yeah.
He pushes forward for maybe
ran me over, but I gotcha.
And we peek at the defense now for Philadelphia.
Fletcher Cox is a first-round pick who has fulfilled his promise. One of the best defensive linemen in the NFL.
Second and goal on 6.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. To Johnson again.
No.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him right around
here we go.
The carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on third and goal. They'll run it with Johnson. His way in.
Hit him into the end zone. That sucks.
David Johnson, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive.
I had him stopped.
Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it's David Johnson who provides the capper as he scores.
Hey, let's see if I can bounce back.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6.
No shit. Shouldn't have
back to just about the 25. Call it the
tried to make so many moves there.
Here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over.
Played it real bad. Threw 5 interceptions last game. That's terrible. Was having a good season too.
That's one of the briefer ones we've ever had, isn't it?
He wasn't too happy after last week.
Not happy. Really determined to play a whole lot
So
better,
we're gonna
can't play a whole lot worse.
try and use a different strategy this game.
The goods that he exhibited early are still there. Otherwise, he could lose the confidence that they have in him.
Yeah, hoping to get rid of that interception bug. A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all.
It's okay.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
It's okay.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
I'm not.
Now Howard. And he powers his way up past the 30. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. Time for us to introduce you to the defensive starters for Arizona. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
They're not an elite unit. They're not, as what you'd say, the top part of the league against the run. They're a solid group, though. They do a good job. What they're looking for in this one, though, is an elite performance.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Working from the gun. Wentz. It's caught by Jackson. And he will be very close to a 1st down.
Yeah, see, like 4th and inches. I'm gonna go for it.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff.
No.
You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down.
I got Jordan Howard. He should be able to get it.
They'll try and run for it. He's got the 1st before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
Power back, so.
It only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. Thought they might throw the football with a little chunk that they had remaining on 4th down, but they ran it, they got it.
And the reason they were able to get it done, he ran that play with conviction, didn't he? Understood he would get a little bit of help from his friends up front, but it was really on him to go ahead and make the power move and get it
under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this 1st quarter.
It's okay.
Muhammad Wilkerson sacks him that
It's a
time,
big loss,
off
but
the edge. Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 2nd down coming up.
I mean, can't end up in.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road
We'll
gets
see.
a bit tougher from here. Wentz. They'll set up the screen to Howard.
Yeah.
And he'll lose yardage here.
Always
Down
work.
back at the 28.
Always
It'll go as a
turns
loss of a
out that
yard,
way.
and it'll set up 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Okay, well,
Gotta credit them on that one.
I'm just gonna try and get it on my
ran a screen and
territory. Well,
for a loss of yardage.
get some yardage at least, hopefully.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. Gets this to his running back, Jordan Howard. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down.
Yeah, see, 4th and 2. It's kind of risky.
Excellent game. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. The Eagles send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the 1st time this afternoon. And he'll get this away.
Not gonna go where I want it to go. Oh. Oh, damn.
Quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues
so
in the
close.
end zone. It's a touchdown. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a
Just gotta play better defense.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen.
They say that and I give up 1st down and yep, I'm doing real good.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a 1st down.
Murray going to lead his guys up 1st and 10, and he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. Murray now on 1st down. He gets this one to Johnson. 7 yards on the play, and it's a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end.
I don't know what to do. I really don't.
Any passing offense nowadays.
Able
I
to
can't
get
make a
7 on
stop.
that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. That's going to be caught by Kirk.
Oh. That's bad tackling.
The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. First down, Murray. And the catch made by Johnson. And he is out of bounds.
Still missed the tackle. Oh, shit.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Oh, nice play.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Beating him there with his legs. 21 yards, first down.
Pretty nice play.
I got no answer.
Read the defensive end, and when he collapsed down inside, how about the quarterback pulling it, keeping it, and not only getting to the second level, but picking up some really nice yardage.
Very, very well read.
Just been getting my butt kicked.
Take him home. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front.
Oh.
Well, they weren't messing around. 1st and goal. They don't do anything fancy.
Yeah,
they
he
just
broke
go
the plane.
right away.
I like how you phrase that because oftentimes they come back to the fullback when it's late in the down and distance count, right? In this case, first down, let's go get it right now.
And he got it. 6 points on the board. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that'll make the score 14-0. So that a 7-play, 80-yard drive. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
Now Wentz. That's caught by Howard. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Wentz. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there at 22.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today. So, we get slap happy up here sometimes. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, You absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you
fuck off.
Buda Baker with a pick. And a big turnover there.
Literally, the ball's on the ground, and oh my god.
His confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way, and the head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
Nice. Wow.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Justin Pugh, the left guard.
It'll be a miracle if I come back. Like,
from the gun, Murray gets this to Kareem Hunt.
I've just been playing so bad.
And they'll get him down right around the 11-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. On second down, it's Johnson. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. On third down, here's Hunt. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line.
You're right.
The Eagles will take their third and final time.
I need to try and get at least 3.
What to do next. On fourth down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. And he gets this away, and look at this.
Wow,
this is
what a punt.
With it is Jackson. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. To throw is Wentz. And that going to be
of course she dropped it.
Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Wentz will try again on second down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Of course they did.
But remember, it's also third down.
43 to Mike, boy, 43. Check, 43. I got wide. 58, right over there. Yeah.
From the gun on third down, Wentz. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar.
Can't catch it.
18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's fourth down.
Oh, what am I doing?
Down 2 touchdowns already. I guess they felt they
Oh my God.
Still early, still first half.
I think conventional wisdom says, look, as you point out,
I didn't have a timeout, so I couldn't. Wow. Unbelievable. I've oh my God.
He decided to go for it there to try and kickstart things.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts.
Oh my
gosh. 11
gosh.
seconds remaining in this first half.
Just kill my own momentum every
First
time.
down completion, only netting
Every
3.
time.
2nd and 7. Off the draw. Here's Johnson. And
Yeah.
he still
I
has
say
yet
if we
to
keep
get on track in this first half as
playing
they stop the
defense
line
like this, we
alone.
might be able to
Timeout
stay in the
taken.
game.
Perhaps a chance for one more
We'll
quick
see.
play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
53 is mine. Let's go, tight end. Let's go. Right here.
I will get the ball here to start.
Murray. This is Johnson. He's got it. And we're going to get a timeout.
Oh, wow.
With 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. The first down carry here for Johnson. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. The weather might be cold, but the playoff
Okay.
races are...
You want the third quarter already?
Yes,
no problem.
I do.
Let's do it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 8. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call? We'll find out pretty quickly here if they felt they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. That's the reason why. Well, we just saw shedding.
Oh,
those
my
tackles, and that's what they're used
gosh.
to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup. Or
Make a play and then they... Oh, wow.
Downfield after the catch when
Guy just comes through the...
they're going to win those two.
Like,
But these guys going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job.
let
in
us
the
see
run
this
game.
again.
Caught behind the line of scrimmage. No yardage to be found.
Hopefully he'll catch it.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And he finds Howard complete.
Yay.
That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the third down play.
Okay.
A lot of tough routes to try and cover. When you see a runner come out of the backfield and run this angle route, looks like they're going to the flat, and then they put their foot in the ground and cut back sharply inside. Not easily covered, and then when they catch it, good momentum built up by them as well.
And able to pick up the first.
Shift! Watch the shift!
On first down, they run with Howard. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again.
What?
As his nightmare afternoon
No,
continues.
no, they didn't.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
They go with Howard again. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a third and about 2.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter.
Yeah,
No time to
play
panic.
some-
But that
gotta
also
play
doesn't mean
power
you just do it
football.
the same way you've been doing it the entire
Try and
ball
get
game.
some-
Maybe change up some
something
blocking
going here.
assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They'll try to run for it with Howard.
Oh my God.
Howard stopped short. He didn't get there. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
game's pissing me off.
Offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Now the first play of the drive
Out of bounds, so it would have been a big play.
That'll bring up second down. And once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on second and 10.
Watch twins.
They'll run with Hunt on second down. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to be first down.
Defense.
I swear.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Following the penalty, it's Johnson. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
On second down now, it's Hunt. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Murray going to try to throw on third down. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to fourth down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
And out now come the Eagles. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and in.
I don't even know, man. I don't even know.
First pick of the second round there defensively.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball,
I really don't know right now. Probably just going to lose again.
Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
It's crazy.
This is Howard on second down.
Yeah.
They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Can't make anything work at the moment.
Able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Now Wentz on third down.
Yeah.
And down he goes. They bring down
this is a joke. Seriously.
Jordan Hicks flying in there for the sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Here we go.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty.
I'm doing everything I can to try and stay in this game.
Make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Oh, man.
They stay on the ground.
Yeah, oh, wow.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for Arizona first.
I'm garbage.
They can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it
Never
to the backs,
played
put a
like
little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense
this
stand up and stop
for
them.
this long of a streak
Line
for
of
me to
scrimmage
play
at
this
37
bad.
on 1st and 10.
Mike 53. Come up the ball. Check. Crouch.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Like how they've started the third quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win.
I hope so.
Now,
I need a score.
On a second down and 17.
Like big time.
To throw is Murray. Steps away. And he's going to keep it here. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Murray now.
Oh my God.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A very solid gain of 27. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. They run with Hunt. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. Murray now to throw. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. 1st down. Now Murray again. That's going to be caught by Kirk for a Cardinals touchdown. Christian Kirk, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals push.
I don't even know what to.
A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play.
I'm incredibly annoyed right now.
Usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now 21-0. That time a 9-play drive, and the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown.
I'm just gonna start throwing some bombs, so I don't even give a shit anymore. I don't care. Just gonna throw it. Got nothing to lose now.
NFC playoff race time. We give you a look at what's going on there. And you can see by the X next to their name, they have clinched the NFC East already. For the moment, though, they would host a wild card game in round 1, Charles.
And for me, it brings back memories of how tough it is to win this division, because when I was a kid, there used to be a thing called the NFC Central that was known as the black and blue division. Everyone called it that because of how hard it was to win it. I think that's been transposed into the NFC East. I mean, trying to win that division, being able to get there, it's quite an accomplishment.
Apparently, I'm inaccurate. I throw interceptions. And, yeah,
10 from the 25.
I just suck at this fucking game now, apparently.
Throwing his Wentz.
Yeah, there's an interception.
And it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks.
Fuck this game right now, man.
Well, this defensive pressure's been
I don't even care.
strong. The pass rush, the coverage.
This is some
They've all been
bullshit.
excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Playing fucking teams that aren't even in the playoffs and get my ass kicked by them.
Look at the playoff race now. This is into the weekend in the NFC, and for them right now, not a done deal. So they are holding down one of the final wild card spots, and with 2 weeks to go, there are others kind of nipping at their heels a bit.
And imagine what the talk has been all week within their locker room. And it's really, let's rely on ourselves, because they could get help and still get to the playoffs. But who wants that? Go out, win the game, take care of things yourself, and then you don't have anything else to worry about.
Now it's Hunt. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus
Yeah,
far.
why don't you just throw it up the middle or do something up the middle and get a first down? Yep.
And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively. And
one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Malik Jackson there.
Well, I might as well not let it get me mad anymore because this game's already over, so.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Can literally, like...
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3, he got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Wentz's throw into the hands of Aguilar. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
The Eagles on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter.
Absolute terrible game.
Affair.
Again.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Wentz. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Of course it was.
I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Check pass. Check.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson.
Hey, we got some points.
Out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
This is fielded at the 7.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
The Eagles offense back out onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and we'll do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Wentz now to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. Wentz finding his favorite receiver, Jeffrey, on a big one. 54 yards. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Here we go. 120. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want none.
Shotgun now for Wentz. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. And once more, he was looking for Alshon Jeffrey, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Wentz to throw again. And he's going to be intercepted.
I knew that was going to happen. I knew it was going to happen.
He's at the 50, the 30, the 20.
No, damn.
And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals.
All right. Well,
that's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating.
Literally,
and they've done it not just
have had my season go down the drain pretty much these last 3 games. Thank God I already have the division clinch.
This was a defense that was well prepared.
Unbelievable.
Here's Hopkins now for the extra point.
Oh, wow. What?
And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception.
Oh yeah, I gave up a pick 6. That's why. Oh man, I got to show you my record after this. Show you how my season is falling apart on me.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Got all my backups in, it seems like.
Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again.
Yeah, I just want the game to be over with.
For pride at this point.
that's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. From the 31, Wentz. They'll set up the screen to Howard. And he went backwards. He'll be
Of
down
course
at
he
the 30.
did.
That backs him up 1 yard and
Hey,
brings up 3rd down.
just let this game end. Gotta.
So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And really, it looked at times like they just had this one in cruise control out there.
Scrap the game tape and throw it in the garbage, because this
Heck, they knew. This is a tough place to play.
terrible.
Overcame that with ease. Robbed home with an easy win. And here's the best part for them. It'd be easy to get to the airport, because the crowd left pretty early in this one, didn't they?
Well, plus they have a police escort.
Okay, you had to spoil that part of it. Of course, they're going to get there. But think about how wide open things are now, because this crowd didn't expect this.
No.
So they went back to the tailgate and said, let's go eat.
Just
this one didn't any fun for us.
Yeah, they took
turn the
drama out
ball
of this
over
one pretty
so
early
much.
on. So for Arizona,
Now they're gonna fucking win the conference. The Seahawks were. I was neck and neck with them. And that's last week. Alright, well, we'll advance to the last week and I'll show you. So, the schedule, we've gone from week 1 winning, week 2 winning, week 3 losing, we got our asses kicked, then we won, then we won, then we won, still, which made us 5-1, then we lost to the Bears, making us 5-2, then we did the bye week, and freaking pulled off 5 wins in a row, and now we've lost 3 straight. Man, has Seattle clinched it? They probably have, if they have. Ooh, no, I don't know. So, if I beat them, okay, everybody's gonna start. Oh, it's only a player? Okay. Well. Think I can pull it off with Dallas Goedert? I don't know. Whatever, let's try. Be rested. His position in the depth chart. Okay. Yeah. I'll try and slow him down. Yeah, we'll see. Not the way I'm playing. Did he get adjusted in the depth chart? No. I don't know. Whatever. Maybe. Let me see. No, he's still number 1, so. Hey, finish this for the last time. This guy turned out to be the best. I don't know. Alright, last week. See if we can, I don't know. I gotta check something here. I don't know if this matchup, if I beat Seattle, if I will get the number 1 seed or not. Cause oh, the Panthers are up there. I need the Panthers to lose. Oh man, I don't know. Panthers might get, yeah, shit. Okay. Well, we'll try and beat the Seahawks to at least get the 2 seed, hopefully, if we beat them. If we beat them. Yeah, great players, okay. Oh. Who cares? I don't even use this guy. Alright. We gotta stop this losing streak. It's gonna be hard though, playing a good team. Alright, last game before the season ends. We're already in the playoffs, so it'll at least be a playoff game. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, we did what we wanted to do. We played the full season on All-Pro. That's what I wanted to accomplish. We've had our ups, and lately we've had our downs. So, but yeah, I appreciate you tuning in. It's much appreciated. Hope you're having a good day. You know what, Coach? Stop interrupting me.
Up next, we've got what
Hold on, I'll pause it after
between the
this thing.
Eagles and the Seattle Seahawks.
Because I'm gonna smoke a bowl.
For you at the half. But it's time
I feel like that's maybe part of the reason, because I haven't been getting in my zone.
Coaches, it sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle.
Oh, whatever.
We just heard it, and that means it's time for football at CenturyLink Field.
Right.
Nothing like the fanfare
I'll wait till the
to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Seattle Seahawks. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Okay. So yeah. I appreciate you tuning in. This is the last game of the season. Like I said, we played on All Pro. That's what we wanted to get accomplished. Hopefully you're enjoying the videos. Hopefully you're enjoying your day or night wherever you are. Like and subscribe to the channel. It'd be much appreciated. If not, that's okay. No worries. Also hit the bell icon to get notified whenever I'm doing new videos. I'm always trying to do as much videos as I can. But, you know, sometimes life gets in the way of that. But, with that being said, we're going to finish the season here, and that'll be the last game we do for the stream. And after that, next stream might be Dying Light or Madden. I haven't really felt like playing Dying Light lately, but I need to get back into it because I have a big series with that game. So also check out those videos if you like that game. I have many videos for you to check out if you want to check out. Anyways, let's play. Need to bounce back. I have to have a better game.
Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. They'll be led out by the man who proclaims to be
oh my goodness.
The Badgers came into the league back in 2012, Russell Wilson.
If you just break it down in individual terms, he played really well last week. 0 interceptions, 3 touchdown passes.
Okay.
Not a whole lot more he could have done to win that game. But you know something's funny when we talked to him. All he focused on were throws he
go with
missed,
the coach's game plan. Hopefully play well. We'll see.
Because they didn't win, and that's all he cares about.
Now Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A good pickup.
It's going to be tough.
Yards on the first down completion.
I know it's going to be tough.
A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there.
Oh, so lucky, man. Like
2 yards, good enough for a first. Ball up to the 35 now.
Can't believe it.
On 1st and 10.
Well, I can, because it's the computer.
Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And he'll
Holding.
be stopped right at midfield.
Cool. Maybe I'll actually get some calls for me this game.
But all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. From the gun, it's Wilson. Pass incomplete. And one of the big bodies helping out this offense is your boy, Upati.
And all he wants to do is have running plays called. Fire out and smack people.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. That's a jet sweep into the hands of Metcalf. He digs him partway out of the hole that they're in. It's an 8-yard gain, and it makes it 3rd and 12.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
He's got his
no, oh, I would have had him.
And they bring him to the ground.
I ran the damn.
It's a gain of 15, first down.
Oh my gosh.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide
I would have had
receivers
him.
in certain
I went the wrong
situations,
way.
But a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down. Brought down by Nate Garrett.
Got Malcolm Jenkins up there on the line, you know.
And I know, just like me, you're fired up about this one because this is
Whoever number 76
the immovable force. They're going head to head, number one versus number one. I've talked about that running backs renaissance for a while. Can they slow these guys down? Where's my helmet? I want to play.
Jeez, you are fired up. Something's got to give.
Strip that ball. Check three, check one.
On second down, it's Carson. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. That result, really no surprise.
Alright, so far everything's working so far. Knock on wood.
Does this bring back a few
Hopefully,
memories? Maybe the 85
keep it up.
Bears trying to move the ball against them 2000 Ravens. Heck, how about the 60s,
Oh,
70s purple people eaters?
I think I got him just in time.
Hard to move the
Yes.
ball against those types of teams.
Good job.
But it brings up fourth. How about this for an opening drive decision? You got
Actually got a 3 and out for once.
outside of field goal range in all likelihood. What do you do?
I'm going for it. I've got to go get it right now.
They're gonna go for it, eh?
It's early in the game. I want to
Shit.
let my offense know that I believe in them. And you know something else? I let my defense know I believe in them also by taking that gamble. If we don't get it, it's okay. You guys will cover for me.
Yes, good job. Good job.
And incomplete. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't
Oh,
work
man.
out. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. And that could be a major momentum swing here early.
Because the defense stopped them. How great is that? They go for it on the first drive of the game. They're the ones trying to establish something, trying to assert a little dominance. And guess what? You turn it back on them.
Let's go. Come on.
Your own offense. I agree with you. It could change momentum in a big way.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Just gotta have smart plays this game.
Second down, a very solid gain on that play.
On second down now, it's Howard. And he'll be
Good
taken
job,
down
good job.
at the 44-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day
So
long.
far, so good.
Little breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
A good run by Jordan Howard, and now another 1st and 10.
All day, every day, any day.
Working from the gun, Wentz. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
Go. 20. Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback.
On first down, it's Howard. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
On second down, it's Howard. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. To the end
Oh,
zone, it's incomplete.
frig!
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw, it's Wentz. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing on the screen that time.
Damn it.
It's 3rd down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play.
Gotta go for it. I mean, it almost worked.
He's eager to get the pass, and sometimes he doesn't act very well about what he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take
Whatever.
a shot at the end zone.
At least we're gonna...
It's incomplete.
We started better. We're gonna get some points on this drive.
I don't see more of them trying to
At
get
least
the
we
ball.
should, unless I mess up.
He can do an open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
There we go.
His kick is good.
Started at the game better than I've been doing at least lately.
Does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And out now come the Seahawks. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They run it with Carson. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Malik Jackson on the stop. A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 5. That's
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Seahawks nothing.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Wilson. That's complete into the hands of
Damn
Wilson.
it.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
At the 36-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Carson, and the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there.
Game plan's working pretty much. It's just...
Laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and then
Oh.
they run it back inside later.
Oh.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Keep
Some
it
of
up.
these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
The Seahawks on 3rd down.
I don't know what
They've been
play we're
2 for
doing.
3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now it's Wilson. That's complete.
Fucking bullshit. Didn't even know what play I was doing.
To the 46, good enough for the first. Touch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 46.
Now Wilson on 1st down. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. 1st down.
What are we on
Pickup of
top of the
13.
guy? And
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight,
make a play.
sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider. Just
That's
to get
not making a play, boys.
Tight window, he fired a bullet in there for the completion. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
Russell Wilson's going to end up
hitting on 80% of his passes in the
getting that X Factor or some shit.
Now a give right side. It's Carson, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Throwing on 2nd down. Wilson.
Yes. Good job.
Back at about the 37-yard line.
But nothing takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Here's Wilson. And able to find her.
Yes.
Complete.
Good job. Good job.
The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Eagles. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
Nice hit.
So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball.
I don't know who laid the hit,
case,
but nice.
Just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
DeMonte Casey.
Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to
There's
take
DeMonte.
over here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They go with Howard to begin the drive. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Watch that in. Watch that in. That is right.
On 2nd down and 4. Wentz. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
The tackle made by K.J. Wright. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
From the 35 on 2nd down. Wentz. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught.
Here we go. Here we go.
A big pickup there for the Eagles' 1st down, 18 yards. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. 17 yards and a 1st down for Philly. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz.
Just overthrew ya.
Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Again, it's Wentz. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Craig. I don't like any other plays.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
It's important, man. I gotta make something happen. Alright. Gonna go to my guy. We'll see.
50 to Mike, 50 to Mike. Quit talking about it and bring it.
Now, Wentz again. And
Oh.
incomplete.
Of course it was Bobby Wagner who hit him.
You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards
Oh, I'm missing that one.
And his kick
Oh,
is
I got it.
And that will add
Wow.
2 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
You're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board.
I am happy.
Slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now.
Just gotta
but
keep
then
playing
explosive
well.
later and put the points up on the board.
So far,
Taken at his 4. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26
defenses doing its job.
Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember,
Nope.
they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
Good job,
So he
Malcolm
stopped about
Jenkins
2
on the
yards shy of
tackle.
marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
53 to Mike. I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. This
Oh.
block
Come on.
that good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Make the tackles, boys. Come on.
Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. It's caught. Lockett.
This is a
And he'll be out just a yard or 2
Oh,
shy
my
of the
God.
30. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered. It's both feet down for the completion.
Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
just gotta keep him out of that end zone. Hopefully.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Check, 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 check.
Wilson will throw again. Left side complete to Lockett. And he gets it inside the 10.
I'm gonna give it up. I guarantee. I can already see it happening.
It's been all passing all the time on this drive. 5 for 5, and now 1st and goal.
Feels like a case of until they stop us, we might as well keep running the offense that we like to run. Don't change up and do something different just because you think you need to.
An inaugural trip to the red zone here for the Seahawks. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, mini camp, and just regular season, they got it done on that.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in
They
this
can
first
still
half.
score.
And now because
Like,
of the sack, it's 3rd and goal from the 14. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And
yes!
it's going to be intercepted.
Inbounds.
Douglas picks it. Jennings was the one he was looking for.
Did I get it inbounds? Oh, that's close. Oh man, I didn't see.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Sweet.
And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. So we've come upon halftime here in
All
week
right.
17 as we send you cross
So
country
far,
to Orlando.
doing all right.
Is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thank you as always.
Another
Welcome into our
defensive
final
battle,
regular
but-
season edition of our halftime report. Playoff lives hanging in the balance as we take you around the NFL one
Yeah,
final
I
time.
guess we'll see what's
We'll
going
begin up
on.
north at MetLife Stadium
Oh,
over in New
that game
Jersey,
doesn't
where
matter.
it's definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Saquon Barkley, what a game. 3 touchdown runs in the victory. From there, we head out west to the Golden State. Check on the Rams at home in L.A. And they got the lead in that one over the visiting Atlanta Falcons. Jared Goff with
Doesn't
3
look like those
touchdown
ones
passes.
do either.
Lastly, we're off to the Rocky Mountains, Denver, Colorado. See what's happening with the Broncos. And right now, they have the lead over the visiting Dolphins. Drew
Both
Lock,
teams with
throwing the
losing
football
records.
well. He has 3 touchdown passes. In our game, it's been Carson Wentz with a strong first half. His guys are out in front as we send you back up to the Pacific Northwest, where we rejoin Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Hey.
The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they have the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Right there, 54 Mike. Right here, right here.
On first down, Wentz. And complete to Zach Ertz. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open down.
Trip myself up.
For so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end.
No, they're waiting for it.
Interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
They run with Howard.
No.
Down but not before they're inside the 25.
Almost got away
10
there.
yards there and an Eagle first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone.
Got some tired dudes out here, though. Apparently.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Completes it to Aguilar. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards.
Oh, man.
Running with Howard. And
Oh.
stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the
Close.
3.
Close.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
Boston Scott, his first carry. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
Howard all alone in the backfield on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he will take this one in for an Eagle touchdown.
Here we go.
Jordan
That's better.
Howard with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the
Yeah, we need to
sideline,
go for
difference
2,
of a
eh?
feeling between 3 and 6.
I'm
Is it
gonna
astronomical or no?
It can
try
be at
this
times,
one.
that's
I
for
think
sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a
Aguilar
disappointment.
coming
The
across.
touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
Hopefully.
Wentz gonna throw.
Come on.
The quick slip.
Yes.
And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the 3rd. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down.
It's been working, so
but no time
I ain't gonna go against it.
Back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing, and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Throwing on
Yes,
first down,
dropped
this
it.
one winds up to be incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. On second down now, it's Carson. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, He ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. Again, it's Howard. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Sorry, my cat was getting in my way there.
On 3rd down, this is Howard. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, you know, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
And an Eagle 1st down.
A pair of 1st downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44.
Let's go.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter is coming to a close.
Well, we're almost
this is
done.
the National Football League on EA Sports.
Almost. Just gotta keep playing smart, though. So, this might backfire. We'll see.
On 1st, they go right back to Howard.
No, he got a couple yards.
Tackle made by Ziggy Ansah. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Now Wentz.
No. Wow. Comes like out of nowhere and swats it.
Coverage and knock it free.
The goal of anyone running a curl route is to make sure you try to get defenders on your back and shield them away from the football. But sometimes even when you run a good route, the defense finds a way to knock it away.
Now Wentz on third down. That's incomplete.
Oh, yeah,
There
pass
is a third
interference.
down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down.
Yes.
Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up fourth. Now it's first.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
On first down, it's Howard. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They'll keep it on the ground. Howard.
Oh, man.
17 yards and a first down for Philly. I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive.
Trucked that guy and was almost got, like, Good night. Boy, they caught me. They caught me, dang it.
Go. 120. Check. Watch 54. Get in the weight room.
He's carrying the load back there.
They'll run on first down. It's Howard. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Waiting. Watch the pass. Here we go.
Yeah. I don't know if I like this play.
From the red zone now, Wentz. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Do I have anything? Okay, we're going to call a timeout.
The first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
This is a big drive. Okay, this is my go-to play. We'll see if it works.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wentz.
No. Oh,
That's going to wind up incomplete.
that almost was it.
Jordan Howard that time. And it's 3rd down. They got the win last week despite not having
Okay,
any
we'll try
interceptions.
it.
Tried to come up with one there, could not.
We'll flip it.
There's a stat category called PBU, pass breakup. That's important too, and they got one.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because at least you're there, knocking the ball away. Offense isn't possessing it, making plays downfield, and you just continue to harass the receiver.
Yes!
It's Aguilar for the Eagle touchdown.
Thank you, Nelson Aguilar.
Nelson Aguilar with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
Extra point forthcoming. And it is now 21-0. So that one a 13-play drive in total. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone.
See, like I said, I don't know what happened. I just, past 3 games, I fell apart. I'm gonna have the same record I did as last season. 11-5.
Out comes the Seattle offense. We take a peek at the playoff race coming into the weekend in the NFC. And it's all come down to this, hasn't it? Final week of the regular season. If this year's playoffs play out anything like the regular season has gone, could be in for a wild and fun month of January.
And we can break the rules because we can look ahead.
I know, you don't want to call any game plan plays, eh?
3 weeks down the road. It's always right here, right now.
Oh, we're gonna...
Forget that. Think about what the playoffs are going to look like. The teams that we see that are already in, the teams that are trying to get in, we could have some great matchups.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. He'll find Metcalf. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw is Wilson. And the grab made by the tight end Pruitt. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Yeah, they running out of time.
Throwing again here, Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
They'll run the screen with Carson. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that.
Inside the 25. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. That's complete into the hands of Carson. No gain, and it's 2nd down. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Again, Wilson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a Scotia credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Eagles' defense able to hold. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. A run on first down, but it's not going to get them much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Howard. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Let's go. 54 Mike. We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go.
On 3rd down, Howard. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter.
Yep. Shut him out.
So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for Philadelphia, it's an 11th win of the year as they'll finish the regular season at 11-5. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. But more importantly, they'll get a week to rest as they've earned a first-round bye in this year's playoffs.
Seriously?
And for Charles Davis,
We'll see. We'll see. I beat them, so we'll see. We got the same record. Like, yeah, come on. Cool. Alright, well. Yeah, definitely need. Alright, well, let's see if we're playing in the wild card game. Yep, we're playing New Orleans. Oh man. Alright, well that's kinda crappy. I mean... like have the same record as them, but Maybe they had point differential or something. Yeah, they had more points. That's shitty. So in the NFL I came 5th? Okay. So that means the Seahawks will have home field advantage. So pretty much. Okay, let's see. In the AFC, one's Chargers, Colts, Patriots, Jets, Texans, and Browns make the playoffs. In the NFC, oh, my bad. Seahawks, Panthers, Eagles, Cardinals, Saints, Bears. Alright, well that's gonna be it for now. Thank you for tuning in. Next time it will be, well, next time we play Madden, it will obviously be a playoff game. But yeah, thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed your day or night watching this. Hit the subscribe button if you really like it. I appreciate it. Also, hit the bell icon to get notified whenever I'm doing new videos. I'm always trying to bring new videos. Also, check the main channel, like I said at the beginning of the video with me and Policy420. It's the only channel I'm subscribed to. Should be able to find it if you can't find it. So, anyway, go over there, check some videos out. There's videos on there for you guys to check out. Subscribe to that channel as well. I'm sure it'd be I know it would be appreciated as well for that channel. But, yeah, anyways, take care for now. Until next time, peace.